Welcome back, and in the last episode we discussed sorting all of my armor out. So I have not that helmet. I've got thorns on the chest plate, and the boots are looking pretty nice, and my sword is all set up, and it's nighttime. I also have this helmet, which I'm just waiting for mending for, and you may have noticed I have a lectern in my hotbar. So I have all of the villagers blocked up. You know what? I'm just going to sleep because I'm not taking the chance. And I'm going to get a mending villager and someone to trade sticks with. And the rest of the villagers I will be using for a villager breeder. So, you should be able to see these are all blocked up here. There's no window this side. You can see one in there. And there's some in here. And there's a bunch all over the town. So that's the plan. I need to get a mending villager. And what I mentioned in the previous episode is I wanted to make a mob farm. However, I think more importantly, I need to make an iron farm with these guys. So, in order to do all of that, I realize I also need blocks. And because I didn't get blocks mining, I am left with not a lot of options. So, I'm going to have to go mining. So, the plan for today, we get a mending villager, then I can put mending on my pickaxe, and from there, we'll see what happens. Once I've got mending, I will probably go mining to get blocks, and then I will try to make the farms. So the farms I would like to make today would be the mob farm, the paper farm with the sugarcane, and preferably an XP farm with Enderman. Shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll see how many blocks I get and if that's going to be enough. So I will see you in the next clip. As it turns out, that did not take me very long at all. You can tell by my axe durability, it's still the same axe I had in the beginning. And actually a decent price. So I can buy 3 of these already, which is all I need. I'll take 4. We'll lock him in. And I come up with this very sophisticated door to protect him from villagers. To protect him from zombies and other mobs, and to allow me to get in quite easily. So let's find out how much does this cost. Oh dear. Oh, 17. That's not too bad. I will take that. I was expecting a lot more because one of the combines cost me 34. So that's 5. That's 22 we need. And the pickaxe is 2. Oh, we'll take that now then. So I need another, what was it, 25? 25 levels. Sorry, 22 levels. So I need 20 more levels, but now we have mending on the pickaxe. It's going to take all the XP from those quartz, so that's a bit awkward. Let me go grab that and I will be back. Looks like there's a slime chunk here. Oh, I wanted that. Okay, so I have absolutely destroyed this pickaxe. This is the Curse of Vanishing One, so I don't care what happens to that. I was going to use it till it breaks, and I just so happened to finish a row before it broke. I did say I was going to go get quartz, then I realised, well, I need blocks anyway, and I will get XP just from being down there. And I've got quite a bunch of items here, so I'm just going to check how much I have of everything. I did kind of sort it as I was going around, so I have a full box of tough and nearly 2 full boxes of cobbled deep slate. So that should be enough to get me started. However, I'm level 29, I don't have an axe, and I do need wood. So I feel like I should just make a diamond axe now, because now we are a bit more stacked with the diamonds. If I can remember which chest. So yeah, nearly 5 stacks. That's pretty nice. Let me just sort this out a little bit. And a bunch of gold and iron. And you can see I've got a ton of lapis as well. So yeah, we've got 6 stacks of iron and 7 stacks of gold. So that should be plenty. However, I'm just going to sort through all this stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm finally done mining, which makes me quite happy because now I can actually start building some farms. But just a quick going over what we collected. So I have plenty of diamonds now, probably won't be needing them anytime soon. I've got enough iron to do the farms and everything, and redstone and lapis, I'm all sorted. I also, I've got 1 tuff, and I've got 5 boxes of cobbled deep slate. So I should be all good. And a bit extra here as well. And I also got some music discs while I was down there. A couple from a spawner, and one because a creeper actually got shot by a skeleton, just by chance, which was quite nice. So let's get to making ourselves an axe, because I just remembered I actually need wood. Can I afford it? I can. Okay, so other than Silk Touch or Fortune on the axe, I guess we now have all the tools. Nice, my microphone just fell over. Okay, we can get rid of this helmet now then. So yeah, I have all the main tools. Obviously you've got the tridents and the mace to go and get, but I'll work on that a bit later, to be honest. So for now, I need to go get some wood, and I might put a couple of clips in there just to show you what happens with the timber mod, or the timber data pack, sorry. You just chop the bottom one, the whole tree breaks from the bottom up. It's actually very satisfying to watch. So let's get to that. I completely forgot to mention one crucial thing here. While mining, obviously I did come across a bunch of creepers, so I finally have some rockets. I'm not going to use too many, but I am going to just fly over to the jungle to get some of the big trees. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm happy. I've got some rockets. So I guess for the first time, other than gliding, let's go fly. And I believe there is a jungle. Oh, it's not very far at all. Not a particularly great one. You want to find, there you go, big group of big trees next to each other. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to grab some bamboo while I'm here. Because scaffolding, I know some people don't like it, some people do like it, but honestly, it's so good. It really is so good. Like, pillaring up, if you only need to put stuff in one block, is fine. But if you, for example, I made a nether tunnel, and to do the whole roof was out of range. And to be honest, it was just much easier placing down all the scaffolding, doing a whole row all the way along, and then having an actual platform I could stand on and run across without worrying about falling off or crouching. It was much quicker. But yeah, so this is the timber. Just seeing it all fall down, especially when you get one of the really big trees and it's just raining down wood. It's quite funny. And I can't even climb. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a couple of trees and try and sort my FPS out, whatever's going on here. And I'll be back when I'm ready to build the farms. And we are back, and I am in a hole because I've been doing a bit of work, and you can see I've got some wheat there. And this was actually one of my mushroom islands. So let me just grab some rockets quickly. I took the smallest one and I covered it in paths to get rid of the mycelium, and then I planted a bunch of wheat. That way I can make some bread and get a villager breeder going over here so I can do the iron farm and eventually other stuff that I will need as well, like a trading hall. So I'm just going to collect all this up, see how much I've got, and then I'm going to need to bring over some villagers. So that's going to be fun, as always. Luckily they're not too far, so I think a boat should do the job just fine. And yeah, we'll see about making the villager breeder. We can get a couple of villagers, then we will make a simple iron farm. Probably just going to follow a tutorial, looking at one from Wattles. It should be quick to make, and after that I will leave it AFK overnight. and get enough iron to start the mob farm as well, which I'll just make over the sea near here. That way, while I'm doing all of the building, I can be collecting the items as well. I will eventually tear those down, and eventually I will make them in a better place. I'm planning on doing all the sea farms like the Guardian farm and the mob farm and the iron farm in different pods in the Camino City. I think it would just be easier since that's going to be on the water anyway. And that's probably not a lot of bread, is it? That should do for now. Should be able to get me at least 3 villagers, which is what I need.
Have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
So I finally decided to light up the local village because I'm going to be moving villagers now, and I didn't really fancy anyone blowing them up. So just did a quick job on that. So I have built up the villager breeder, and I also randomly found a pink sheep. So I killed the local wandering trader, took his lead, and put that safely in one of the pens in the village, but just for a bit of fun. So we have the villager breeder here, and we already have 1 baby villager. So now I'm going to start building up the iron farm. As I mentioned earlier, I'll put the link in the description for the tutorial for that. And I will also need a zombie, so that's going to be a bit annoying getting that here. Probably going to have to make a platform. So here's all the resources that I will be needing. I decided to call it Tuscan Raider because I don't know if you noticed earlier in the episode, there were some certain sounds over my villager, and yeah, I've got a bit of a plan for that, so we'll see how that goes, and I'll get to building this now. Well, after I stupidly made the decision to sleep, I finally managed to get a zombie spawn. It only took me about 40 rockets of flying up and down because there is some unlit caves below me. That's unfortunate, but we move. And hopefully he just goes straight in. Nice. have finished the iron farm. So hopefully this will work. I couldn't be bothered waiting for the other villager over here to grow up. Oh, looks like we've got 2 over there now. These guys are really going at it. Oh, 3. That was some good timing. So I just need to wait for this guy to grow up. I ended up just breeding the 2 that I already had in here, which you probably saw. And once he grows up, I will activate it and see what happens. I'm not activating it yet because my concern is if I open this block, he's going to panic and run inside and get hit because they're pretty stupid, as everyone knows. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that 20 minutes and I'll be back and hopefully it will be all working. I don't know if they can spawn. I guess they can't spawn on stairs because normal mobs can't, but I already pathed the whole area. I've just realised that this bit isn't pathed right now, so just going to go over it quickly and just make sure nothing bad happens. And then, yeah, this isn't going to be a permanent feature. I know it's only a small iron farm, so it's just for now to get the initial farms going, and then I will make a bigger iron farm at a later date. So that should be enough. These villagers are looking at him like, nah, don't grow up. Once you grow up, he's going to let that zombie out. Don't do it. Definitely don't do it if you're inside the trapdoor, please. He's teaching him how to escape. He's telling him, wait up there, grow up, and then you'll be able to get out. Not a chance, mate. I'm going to smack you back in if you do that. Why does it look like they're having a secret conversation about how to help one of them escape? I knew you was going to do that. Ah, that was unlucky, wasn't it? Yeah, get out. No. Bro, I knew he was going to grow up in there. Just get out of it. Just walk off the thing, please. Oh, this is typical. I don't want to have to punch you. I'm going to punch you. Yeah, your plan failed. Your plan failed miserably. Now, just... I understand you've broken my farm, but there's no escape. Why are you walking into a trap door? There's always one option. Ooh, that's a risky one. I don't know why I did that. Thank you, Elytra. Oh, and how do I get out? Oh yeah, I can just do that. Okay. That one down. Break this one. We are good to go. So, to activate it, I should just do that. And now they panic. And the Iron Golem spawns in there. Fantastic. So that is me done for the day. I'll leave this overnight. And hopefully I get a decent chunk of iron. Hopefully I don't get too many villagers in there that they start killing each other from entity cramming. And there we go. My first iron. I didn't get a rose. Kind of strange. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's see. How long does it take for another one to spawn? Yeah, we'll see what happens. There we go. Another one spawned. So that should be a decent rate. Slightly confused about the rose. It's fine. I don't really need it. But you never have too much of dyes. And, okay, I did get one. Poppy. I don't know why I said rose. It's a poppy. Wait. I got 2 now. Was it just invisible? Oh, that's kind of weird. Alright, I'm going to put myself in a hole and we'll be back, and then hopefully I have enough iron to make the mob farm. And that will be... You know what? I'm not taking any chances with these phantoms. I'm going to fill in the gaps. Alright, it's been about 15 hours and it's just turning night time, so I'd better go sleep before the phantoms get me, because apparently they spawn in the mushroom biome, which is great. and they're probably going to be in massive hordes, given how long it's been since I slept. So let's see how much iron we got from 15 hours. Yeah, as expected, that one's full. Not great. It's enough. We'll do the job for sure. Crafting table for this. I almost forgot I don't have my armor up. So that should be plenty. Can't access the chest back there because I haven't set it up in that way. Yeah, we got plenty of iron now. So I'm going to start making the mob farm. Right, I'm back with the resources. So this is for the item sorter, and then the platforms, and I probably went a bit overkill on the hoppers, but you know, they'll always get used. Probably the most used item, to be honest, other than regular blocks. So I'm going to make a platform for them to fall on rather than a killing chamber, mainly because I just want the items, and I find that the killing chamber, the spiders always crawl up, blocking it up and slowing down the farm, and then I have to fly away and come back. So I don't particularly like that method. So I'm just going to go out here, and if I put on F3, we can see, okay, there we go. It turns to cold ocean there. I'm just going to go a little bit further out, and now I need to platform up, and I'm actually just going to take some blocks and make that so that I don't waste as much of the scaffolding, because at the moment I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of string. So let's just get this started. the mob farm is complete. So I've sorted out a few items. There is no item filter, as you can see on the arrows. I normally have 5 item filters. I just completely forgot, to be honest. Rotten flesh, I filtered it out because I have the data pack on, so you can smelt that into leather. So if I need that, I did just have to kill a few mushrooms to get these item frames, and because I have the armor stand on, I can trigger this to make the item frame invisible. So it just looks a bit better. But the most important one, yeah, the gunpowder is pouring in now. I'm finally going to be able to get string as well, so I can have wool, which will be great for the Enderman farm because I'm going to need the carpet. So next on the list though is sugarcane. So I'm going to make the sugarcane here somewhere, or maybe to the side so I can still fly in. And yeah, then I'll have as many rockets as I need. But for now, I've still got another stack of them left, so I did alright there. And let me get to that sugarcane farm now. And we now have our sugarcane. I made it 32 blocks, so it's a double wide. You can't really see inside, and you can tell my elytra is not looking too great right now. So that leaves us with the last remaining farm for this video, which is the Enderman farm. So I have gathered together the resources to make up this Enderman farm, and also just while I was doing one of those other bits, I happened to get enough to get a full box of rockets. I do have more, I just couldn't be bothered to craft them up, so that should last me a while already. So we're pretty much set for that. So let's go get to the end, and I have some obsidian ready to make a portal to the end portal. So I'll meet you there. So that is it. I have finished all of the farms I wanted. So I mean, that's the basic stuff that we need for this world. So I'll also put the link in the description for the Enderman farm. Again, it's another fairly simple one, so wasn't too difficult, and actually it was a lot less blocks than the mob farm. So I'm probably just going to stand here for a bit, gather up some XP, and work on getting a silk touch axe. So I'll just go back and forth doing some enchanting, and hopefully that will mean in the next episode I will be ready to finally start my base, which will be some great news because I really need somewhere to store my items. Currently it's just a complete mess. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be back for the first official building in the next episode.